What'd you expect? That was an expensive shower. And to explain why it was an expensive shower, I've got a little bit of a story to tell. I woke up this morning to go to work. Got up, dragged myself out of bed after the alarm went off twice, and went to shower. Turned the water on, and no water came out. And I thought, oh boy. We leave a sprinkler on or a faucet on somewhere overnight, because that's usually what causes us to run out of water. We're on a well cistern setup. We have a slow flowing well, so we have 2 cisterns that we pump well water into, and then we pump from the cisterns to the house. That way we're not waiting on the well to get water, and we can have constant pressure at the house. Those cisterns, sometimes we drain them faster than the well can fill them up, especially when we're watering the lawn or a toilet is running all day long because it's stuck or something like that. And it can be a pain, because then the whole house is out of water. You gotta wait for the cisterns to fill up enough so that you can get pressure again. That's what I thought happened this morning, but no.
Guys, get your own bowl. Get your own bowl.
Why?
Because it's easier. Just get your own bowl, okay?
You guys are awesome.
I almost fed Sophie.
These
one.
are amazing.
Go
grapes.
on.
Get your own bowl, guys.
Sit here.
Amazing grapes.
Got my own bowl.
Amazing grace.
How sweet they are. They're
Go on.
sweet even in a jar.
Go.
We made some grape jelly that I think is more like grape syrup, but we'll see. Maybe they'll still
Can you
set.
move Sophie
But
and
how cute is that? Awesome. My sister-in-law came up today. She lives a good hour away, and she came up to play today. So we got some grapes jellied, and we did. This is half of the tomatoes that we were able to bottle. I sent the other half with her. And I don't even know what the crap, right? What the crap. This is getting to be frustrating. But I'm super grateful for all this food we have been able to forage and put up for our family to use later. In the next few days, this will be the adventure.
This is what I'm dealing with today. Our pump went bad. So I got a guy out here replacing it.
I lost my helpers, but you can see they did a pretty dang good job. Missy told me exactly whose bag did who, and I don't remember, but pretty
I did. There was like a little bit in this, and I did most of it.
wonderful. So pretty dang good, and there's still a lot more. But I'm grateful for all this foraging food. I am also grateful. I've been on my feet all day, and I'm exhausted. And the kids have karate tonight, and I am grateful that I get to go sit on my bum and do nothing while they're at karate. Pick your own out of the bucket, you little stink faces. Oh, look at the bowl. Let me take out of the bowl. Samuel, no, get him out of there.
These 2 lids are the access lids, ports to the cisterns. We have to get in and clean them once a year. And so that's what we were doing on Saturday, last weekend. And got them all cleaned out. When you clean them out, you turn off the pump and everything, so you don't get shocked or whatever. There's no risk of that, and whatever, just for safety. It's smart. And when we were all done, I went to turn them back on. The well came on and was pumping water into the cistern just fine. the cistern pump wasn't pumping. Okay, this has happened before. Usually you just have to flip the breaker off, wait a minute, flip it back on, and it'll get started. Well, this time it took quite a few times of flipping that breaker off and on. And those are the directions from the manual for the controller that controls all the pumps and stuff. Cut the power, wait a minute, turn it back on. But it finally started working, and it's been great till today. So I assumed that it was just another dry cistern issue and decided I'd head into work. And no, that's not what happened. So it was too early in the morning to get a hold of anybody right away. I had to wait a couple of hours. Finally got a hold of somebody after calling a few different people that was able to come out today. And long story short, the motor went bad. I've got a clip of when the guy was here and we were working on it. I stayed home from work because I first of all thought, well, maybe I could fix it myself, but when I got a hold of somebody and they said they could get out here quick, I thought I'd wait and see. And it turned out to be good. I was able to watch him, learn from him, ask him questions. He was great to answer my questions and let me watch him. Very helpful, very friendly. And so we pulled the pump out and we looked at everything. He was checking wires and telling me how everything worked. Mosquito. And then we got to checking the motor that drives the pump, and it was seized. Oh, you've got this little gear drive. This actually connects to the actual pump and drives the pump, and it's completely seized up. He couldn't get it to budge, even with throwing a wrench on there. So I told him this is the second pump or motor that we've had to replace within a year's time, and he couldn't believe that, which made me feel better in a way, because I was freaking out. Is this what's gonna happen? Are they just that finicky or that crappy, or those aren't the right words? Do they just not last that long? But no, he said something must have been wrong with this one that we had replaced, and no idea why it went out. I asked him if I could keep it. That's why it's still here. I'm gonna open it up just to satisfy my curiosity. But $990 later, we have running water again. It's an expensive shower. But to turn this negative into a positive, I learned a lot. And I feel confident enough that if this problem happens again, I can save myself some money and replace it myself. I'm not intimidated by the whole setup anymore. So I spent $990 to learn how this all works and troubleshooting steps to take. I have the equipment he has, the testing equipment from my days studying electronic engineering. So if it happens again, I'm ready for it, and I won't have to pay someone else to do it. I have a lot of questions about why this pump went bad. The other motor went bad last year, a year ago when we replaced it. I was more understanding then because it'd been running for 14 years roughly, or something like that. Long time, and stuff does wear out. So I asked him his opinion. I asked him, did the person that helped me before, this isn't the same company, did the other company, the other guy, screw us over, sell us a bad part, chip us, sell us a used part? I wasn't there when he replaced it, so I didn't see, but he did tell me that the manufacture date on this motor is from 2007, He said, so it wasn't brand new, but he said, I have no idea if it was just sitting on a shelf in that guy's shop or something and unused and technically brand new. But so I don't want to cast stones at anybody or whatever. I don't know what happened, and I don't think I'll ever know what happened. But I do know I have a new motor in there, and I think it's gonna last me it should last me for quite some time. And I learned a lot. So thanks for joining us on this crazy adventure we call homesteading. And the next time you need to call a repairman to fix something because you don't know, look at it as an opportunity to learn. And then maybe the next time it happens, you can do it yourself.